No, wait. I did this wrong. This should be a yield. And you know what we could do? Why don't we say HPET? So this is kind of establishing a technique. HPET frequency. Okay. So we're updating this we're updating the screen 30 times a second. This feels a little bit smoother. Okay. Do you want to know why TempleOS is the best operating system ever? The simplicity of this program. That's why it's the best. Actually, as a matter of fact, this is a little bit expensive. This is a little bit higher performance. Ooh. Okay, let's go to the radio. First of all, hold on a second. Okay, let's go to the radio. First of all, hold on a second.
the screen now to make a first-time sustaining pledge. It'll be matched dollar for dollar. Help get a campaign to its goal with the least on-air interruption. And as you do, your online listening continues. Arthur, wait a minute. Play it again. He plays it again. Play it again. Hey, what's that hit? Play it again. Who is that?
You know what? Do you think Carmack was talking about God? Okay. So if I can make a funny comic, God will talk. About archery. Carmack is not a believer. Somebody anyway. Moses says thinking about archery, thinking about David with the sling. Technically, Moses was before King David in history, right? Yes. I was going to have Moses talk about King David, but that would be out of order, but we don't care. Okay, think of a comic. Okay. So should we, if we get a good response, we will save this comic. That's how God talks. like a one-word answer for like he doesn't have time to. Uh-oh. Let's see. 38199. Okay. Had built the house of the Lord in his own house, that the cities of Huram had restored to Solomon. Solomon built them and caused the children of Israel to dwell there. So, and Solomon went to Hamath Zobah and prevailed against it, and built Tadmor in the wilderness and all the store cities which he had built in Hamath. Also he built. Okay, I'm just going to read this to myself and see if there's any response. I don't think there's a response. What is your malfunction, Mr. God? What the is your major malfunction, Mr. God? You think we should make a backdrop for your comics? What if... Okay, so let's take a screenshot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, whoa. You know what? So to make that as a backdrop, okay, I knew that was going to happen. This, that's timeout. This. Okay, now we go. You'll see. Oops. That's no good. Okay, you know what we have to do? We have to put this here. And okay, we have to okay, now we go Shift selected elements. Let's do oh well. Zero zero, yeah. Didn't I? What the I think I aborted. Okay, so now we're gonna redo my Moses comics so that they look a little bit better. Damn it, what happened? It didn't save. Did I hit Shift Escape? What did I do? Oh, there it is. Maybe there's a bug with the sprite on the top line. What the just happened? Okay, we have a bug. Either that or either that or exit sprite. Escape. I'm gonna escape. It's gone. What the truck? Gentlemen, we have a bug. Okay, what can it be? Maybe the cursor? Escape. Exit sprite. Okay. So. Oh, look at that. When I. Oh! Hello?
We're going to church.
Okay. puppy. Okay, you know what we do? What we do is okay. So here's what I did. So here is a uh-oh, it's all up. Oh, we have a shift. Let's abort. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm using a sprite that's from another file, and I'm going to make it a common sprite. This line right here says this stands for binary pointer. It's basically a you tell it a different file with a name, and then it imports a sprite. So this sprite So I'm going to get rid of the line. I'm going to get rid of the shift 78.2. So let's shift him over 78. Was it -2? I hit escape, it crashed. What's going on? Damn it. So many bugs. Is this a bug? Abort. Fuck it. Okay. I have a saying. If I had employees, I would tell them run toward bugs. Run toward bugs, not away from bugs. What that means is, what I should do is chase the bug, not try and get away from it. What I will do is get away from the bug. Okay, I'm just going to try the same thing. Let's see. Escape. Control R. -78 -2. Okay, so exit. Escape. Oh, this is scale. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was actually running away from the bug. Okay. Okay, so he's okay. Now we shift points. This was supposed to be artistic when I drew it. Like, you know. So Moses should be wearing a gray wool tunic. What do you think? But blue is the color of the Star of David. So I usually use blue. Oh, I know what. I'm going to flood fill. How about blue and gray? Okay. So it needs to be a bitmap. Well, Okay, I guess we do a bitmap. I hate to do it. And what should we color his face? Brown. Brown and yellow. Now, that looks like where did the text go? Uh-oh, it crashed. Damn it. What happened to the text? Oh, hold on. Sprites are on top. Okay, well, I'm having a, the meds are giving me a headache, basically. I haven't figured out what triggers it. The headache from the meds. Stress, a little bit. What triggers it? Stress. Yeah, I could. I could write the sprites. I could write the text in the sprite layer. That'll work, I guess. I didn't want to ruin the mountain sprite. There's I don't know why I care about file size. If I wrote the text on the mountain sprite, it would I would have to do a separate mountain for each comic. But here's the plan. So I copy the mountain into each of these files, and there's one mountain sprite. Anyway, so yeah, if I do it with the man, that'll work well. Or I could do a separate sprite that just had text. I think I should do that. I might put the man into the file as well. And then all we have is make sprite text. So I need to put the burning bush I like to not draw the bush because you're not supposed to draw God. But I do it anyway. Doesn't it say that you're not supposed to draw God? Oh, you know what? Those don't look good. I can do an outline if I change them to what if normally I try to normally the result is not my most important goal. If I change these to uh-oh. Well, it's clipped a little bit. Now we find and replace. Oh, I did it again. I accidentally clipped. So let's go from 90. Okay, there. Now I just have to fix the man, and some people, well, they used to call him a turtle. Uh-oh. Now we have a problem. I don't put these on my distribution. Maybe I should. If you go to my webpage and you look at my Moses comics, now it's going to be part of the sprite. It's going to be part of the sprite and it won't appear. I'm going to do a better sprite of the man and then put it into all the rest of the files. Boy, I have a headache. Put it into all the rest of the files. Yeah. It's not a... The sprites are drawn in order, and so this sprite is drawn first, that's the mountain. This sprite is drawn second, that's the man. And this sprite is drawn third, and that's the text. So you can see how my graphics don't have boxes. Normally when you do HTML or something like that, it's just rectangles. Actually, I converted them to bitmaps, so now they are rectangles, but they're anyway, it's not like HTML. I think it's probably difficult to put layers in HTML. I don't know, I've never done it. So it's just the order of the sprites in the file, but the boy, I have a headache. But this text is a layer underneath. So if I put hello here, you can't see it. so that it has a layer of text, and then it has the sprites, and the sprites are drawn in order so they can be on top of each other. Yeah, Michelangelo drew God. I drew a bush for so there's a burning bush. So the problem is it needs to change colors in order to look. If you draw it with just yellow or just red, it's not going to look very good. Hey, I did a pretty nice bush. So I need to I'm gonna move the bush over to a spot. What if we use the outline? Well, can we make the burning bush have fire? Red and yellow, that won't work very well. Let's see what God says about Islam. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that God may be all in all. Else what shall they do which are baptized for the dead? For the dead rise not at all. Why are they then baptized for the dead? And why stand we in jeopardy every hour? I protest by your rejoicing, which I have in Christ Jesus our Lord, I die daily. And after the manner of men, I have fought with beasts at Ephesus. What advantage it me? If the dead rise not, let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Be not deceived, evil communications corrupt good manners. Ooh, what happened? That looks much nicer than my Moses comics normally look. I got that mountain from some picture in Canada. The green actually started as snow on a brown mountain. I don't know if they have any green grass in Mount Horeb. That's an actual place. You can get a picture of Mount Horeb. Probably doesn't look like that. Hey, let's go on the internet. Hey! It looks closer than I thought. This actually looks like this part, no, this part, hold on a second. This part looks like the real thing. Check this out. It looks like the real thing. I could use the real thing. Poo woofer. Denny was the name of a boss I had. Denny's absenteeism. Not quite sure what that's about. What that's about. Wow. I think it's in Saudi Arabia, actually. But backpacking on mountains. So is this the 40 years? Mount Horeb. Yeah, I gotta lie down.